What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Over Greggy Show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer / seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Well.
Well?
Yeah.
Or very well?
Yeah, well. It's
Okay,
raining
just
outside.
well?
It's been storm-apocalypsing all freaking week, and I'm annoyed by that. I like a little bit of sun. I don't hate the rain. I love the rain. I just don't want it to do it for like 40 days straight. It's like biblical shit.
It is.
I don't need that.
Are you building an ark?
No. I was supposed to, but I just watched Netflix instead.
Subtopic for topic one. If you were to build an ark, Nick, what would be the first two creatures you got to put on there be?
The ark? Me and my wife, and everyone else can just fuck off.
Whoa! Over here, the pride of Long Island, Colin Moriarty.
Sucking that dick.
Whoa! Fuck him up, Alf!
Fuck him up, Alf!
And then over there, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Welcome to the first ever episode 169
Oh, I didn't know
of
that.
the Game Over Greggy Show. I'm very happy about this. The one thing I like more than 69 is the 169.
Yeah.
That's where one person stands and watches people 69.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn, you thought it through. Now, here's the thing, though. Technically, if the 6 and the 9 are like 69ing, aren't they lying down? So is the person then the one laying down watching too?
You've never done one of the vertical 69s?
I don't have
proper
that kind
69?
I don't have that kind of torso strength.
No.
You can try
to hold another human being and then
Big
work
people.
and get pleasured. Can't do it.
And
That's
then
too much
work.
happening.
Greg,
Keep working it.
Greg Miller going to work.
Hey, it's a job when I'm down there.
Yeah,
Right? I'm there.
I get it.
I'm gonna make things happen.
Has a little spelunk light.
You trying to get promoted?
Yeah, I got the little. got this little hard hat on. Yeah.
It's good.
How you doing?
I'm
How's
good,
everybody
man.
doing?
I'm very good.
I'm happy to be together with everybody. My boys are back in town. You know what I'm saying, Colin?
Oh, don't touch me. You know I don't like it when you touch me.
But it sets a good precedent for the show.
I mean,
because it makes you annoyed right from the. It's like when you have a cat and you fuck with the cat a bit, and then you're like, all right, let's hang out.
It's all revved
The
up.
cat's just sitting here, and you're kind of poking and prodding it. And
How much do you miss Chloe, the cat?
a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Not as much.
I'm surprised you never got another cat. You always talked a good game that you might get a cat.
I'm
there.
glad I didn't. I'm
Yeah,
happy
now you
with
got Lola. Now you got Lola.
She's better than any cat.
Gremlin running around the house being a
I had to
psycho.
let her in your room. She wanted to get in your room last night, so I just knocked on your door. I'm like, can we just get this over with? And then she just ran into the room.
Portillo then did the exact same thing when the door closed. He sat there at the door. We're in some weird like poly relationship with the
Will they,
dogs
won't
where
they?
whenever the dogs don't give a fuck about each other. They care about the other people. Portillo wants to go be with Aaron. Lola wants to come be with me. And then we're swapping dogs left and right.
Yeah.
Just semen everywhere. If you didn't know, this is the Game Over Greggy Show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic discussion for your amusement. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where we post the entire show topic by topic, day by day, until it goes up as one big video in MP3. They gave you a cock water bottle. Let's use the cock water bottle. Yeah. What's wrong with it now? Yeah, do you see this?
No.
The Facebook mods say,
The cock.
Yeah.
You actually mean cock. I thought you meant like a...
Oh no, not like a rooster, like
CAULK.
a giant throbbing
Hulk.
penis.
Yeah, it's big.
I imagine.
This is where New York accents come in handy because it's caulk.
Which one?
Give me some of that
Which
quark.
one?
Like cock is cock. Caulk is CAULK. Yeah. So we never had that problem. I hear a lot of people.
Oh, I thought he meant
Well, I'd
cock.
say
He meant
L.
cock like a rooster.
No, I meant cock.
he
like
meant
the
cock.
cock.
Oh, yeah. This
Which
would
is
be
where-
helpful.
which
This would
is
be
where-
helpful.
CCK. The proper cock.
Because we never had the problem.
What
We
was
never
he
had.
saying?
Who cares? We never had like. What does it even matter anymore? We never had that problem growing up in New York. We know what caulk was and we knew what a cock was.
Can we just
Hey,
take
we're
the
all in
water
shades
bottle
of
away
blue.
from
Look.
him?
No,
Can we take it
let
away
him be
from
happy. This is one of the main things that makes him happy, I guess.
He hates it. He
I know,
can't
but
drink out of it.
but
Every time he
hating
does-
things gives Colin enjoyment.
That's true. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot where his head's at right now.
If you have no bucks to toss our way to get every episode early or some of the exclusive perks and goodies, no big deal. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, where we put the show up topic by topic, day by day, until it goes up as one big video in MP3 for your enjoyment. If you're listening to this in the current times and not some kind of time capsule, PAX East is coming up. The Kinda Funny panel is Friday in Boston, of PAX East, obviously. 8:30. We'll see you there. Nick.
A night panel.
A night panel, which usually means booze and good time.
Usually means fun.
Yeah.
We're going to get nasty.
Yeah, we're gonna get super nasty. Remember that PAX Seattle panel we did at night? The first one we ever did where
Yeah,
we drank
that
on
was
it. That was an awesome panel.
You can find that on youtube.com/kindafunny if you type in best kinda funny panel ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I renamed now that Australia has now dethroned that.
Sure.
Will PAX East 2017?
Can you bring it, Boston? Or are you all a bunch of punks like Alex O'Neill? We'll find out in Boston.
Say cock all funny.
Yeah, do you say caulk funny? Caulk? Caulk?
What's topic one, Greg?
It's Nick's topic. What's up, Nick?
Topic 1. Which Golden Girls would we all be? Which Golden Girls would we all
Why
be?
is
Well,
it
which
like a
golden
spelling
girl
bee?
would we be?
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which Golden Girl out of the group of Golden
we bees?
Girls
Sure.
would we bees?
So
Do you want me to
Have
go
a
through them
confession
for
to
you?
make.
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna say, are we gonna name each other too? Because I feel like it's not just
you guys
yourself.
can't all name all the
Because
Golden
I'm
Girls.
not
It'd be so-
familiar.
No, I
with
mean
the Golden Girls.
Like for Colin is Tim. We each say.
Oh, okay.
Golden Girls.
You're young.
the only time I've ever seen the Golden Girls, never watched the show,
Sure.
ever, but I did see 2 episodes performed live,
Yes.
back to back.
You're welcome.
For Danielle's birthday.
Yeah.
A year ago?
Birthday. Yeah.
Get into the wide, Kevin. Why do you hate the wide?
In San Francisco.
Yeah.
And it was a Christmas special where it was the 2 Christmas episodes of Golden Girls performed live by drag queens.
Yep. Definitely.
As the Golden Girls.
Yep.
And it was something.
It was every bit as good as you would hope it would be. But it's nothing compared to the show.
Okay.
The Golden Girls was a very long running show, I think, in the mid 80s?
Mid 80s to early 90s.
Yeah, mid 80s to early 90s, where very, very ahead of its time.
85 to 91, maybe something like that. 92.
Very what?
I just love how much research you've done. You're like, you
care?
started as the expert. Very long running, I think, show from wait when.
Yeah, no, I can't remember how many seasons it went. I just know that I've
It
watched
went a long time.
so many of them on the Hallmark Channel now, which is where you can catch it. If you have the
I
Hallmark
watched
Channel,
them
you're
at the
crazy.
time. I remember this
Oh, I
being
did
a
too,
big.
yeah.
This was destination viewing when I was growing up. Everyone loved the Golden Girls.
It's funny as you go back and watch, and the Golden Girls was actually very, very it was a very progressive show. They dealt with a lot of really fucking deep issues.
Old chicks
including,
fucking.
a lot of old chicks fucking, which no one wants to think about. But then when you start thinking about it, you're
Was
like,
Blair one of them? Or is that Facts of Life?
That's facts of life.
that's facts of life.
It's not a huge. So first of all, the
Blanche.
characters are Blanche, Rose, Ma, and Dorothy. So and the answer about who's who is Rose, Dorothy, Ma, Blanche. I mean, I don't really know how you can get any other answer, and I'd be interested to see if anyone else can figure out a different permutation. But I think it's pretty obvious that Tim is Rose, that I'm Dorothy, that Greg is Ma, and that Nick is Blanche. But the reason that it was so interesting to me was specifically because I mean, first of all, it's one of the great shows of all time, and I'm not saying that sarcastically at all. Golden Girls is one of the top 10 shows ever made.
said-
Not even.
It holds up.
Yep.
It is like Seinfeld, where you watch it, and sure, the reference might be dated. They're using a phone with a cord, but it's still fucking on point.
It's super fucking inappropriate and raunchy, and it is it is politically progressive too. A lot of that comes from, I think, the fact that a lot of people. I mean, we're getting really obscure now. I'm sure you know, but B. Arthur was on a show called Maude in the 70s. Maude was a super fucking progressive liberal show that was of incredible importance to a specific group of people during that time, and she came to the show, and I think some of those politics I think transferred into, and some of the raunchiness and some of the openness and some of the we have openly gay characters. We have, people of different heritage. It wasn't very common to see that kind of stuff in shows in the 80s. And so I think that that's one part of it. The other interesting thing is that the show is impeccably written. And a lot of people that started writing on Golden Girls went off to write a lot of shows. So if you trace the lineage of some writers on some big shows in the 90s and 2000s, a lot of them start or had worked on Golden Girls. So anyway,
Kev,
Tim, I'm going to give you the
Kev,
breakdown.
Can you get a picture of the Golden Girls on this TV? Thank you.
Now, you're familiar with Betty White,
Yes.
right? Now, Betty White played Rose.
Uh-huh.
Now, Rose was the lovable idiot.
Okay.
But she was arguably the funniest person on the show because she was always the foil. She was always the person that everyone was making fun of. But knowing Betty White now and going back and watching her through that lens, you're like, this woman was a fucking genius for playing that character.
yeah, she was awesome. And I don't consider Rose the lovable idiot. I actually consider Rose the nice, quaint person, like the person that means well and the person that she's naive, but she is the only one of the group that actually means well. Like the only one that's actually like an
Rose
Rose is the only one that's like good. When you really think about it, like the others are kind of
that's Rose on the right.
Blanche is just a sex
in the
fiend.
blue.
She's just out there trying to get
Yeah,
it.
so Tim, Rose is on the right.
Okay.
Blanche is the slutty. She owns the house that they live in, and she's
Yeah.
she's the slutty. She was married to a guy named Charlie.
promiscuous.
Charlie dies. She has her friends invited, and she's
she gets all the
promiscuous
house.
as shit.
That's where she got the house from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From
So
there,
it's like
yeah.
that's
That's
how
the
the
Nick. Okay.
So that's the
very
Nick.
much the Nick.
Ma down there is Dorothy's mother, who Dorothy is the top character and kind of the main character.
Wow. So we're getting generations.
Oh, yeah.
Now the interesting thing is that
Getty,
Estelle Getty was younger
Than everybody.
than all of them.
What?
Put together.
And that they
They dye her hair?
yeah, they did shit to her, but she was actually a younger actress than the others.
Yeah, it was a wig.
That's really
She was wearing a
funny.
wig.
she plays the
awesome.
best old woman.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing. And also, what's funny is you go back and watch some of the behind the scenes stuff. She was the least experienced of all of them too, and so she was always really really nervous around them because I believe B. Arthur and Rue McClanahan were really, really popular. Like they had done a show before together, right?
Yeah, I think that they were on
They were
Law
both on
together.
Law, right? Yeah,
and then
Betty White was just like
and I think that
huge back then.
Yeah.
So it's huge.
So I think that originally, I mean, I don't know why I know this shit.
Well, I believe you know this shit because didn't you watch like back-to-back episodes on the Hallmark Channel for like 3 years
Yeah.
of Golden Girls
With me
every night?
also.
Yeah.
And I know how your mind works that you watched them and they were finished and you wanted more and you went to Wikipedia.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know way too much about Golden Girls, but I think it's originally that I want to say Rue McClanahan and Betty White went into play opposite characters,
roles, yeah.
and they realized at the time.
But Rue McClanahan, she just
Fuck,
played
what
that
was it?
character.
Yes, exactly. In Maud, she played
that
the
character in
idiot
Maud, that's right.
character. That's what it was.
And so she was like, I want to switch. And Betty White's like, I've never done that before. And Betty White fucking crushed it.
Okay. So Betty White, Rose, she's the lovable, naive one. Then we got Blanche.
Blanche is the one on the
She's
left.
the Nick, the pervy one.
Blanche.
Yeah,
Get
she's
laid
always
every night.
fucking. She's
Then we
always.
got Ma.
So
Ma,
good.
so
So
she's
good.
down there.
Yeah,
and
Sophia's
she's
down there.
Yeah, Sophia's Ma.
What's her deal? She's just kind of old. That's the
She's
thing?
super old.
She had
but
like a stroke.
She had a stroke, and therefore like has no filter. And so that's why this is where it starts to get into the gray area.
Yeah.
Because she always says, well, she does two things, right? She always says exactly what's on her mind, which is incredibly insulting to her daughter every single time. And she launches into these ridiculous stories about the old country when she was in Italy. And you don't know if she's fucking with you or not because they're always super applicable to
that's
whatever's
Greg?
happening.
Well, so the reason
See,
that
it
I
might
would
be Greg. I don't know.
That last part, the first part sounded like
The head
Nick.
injury from young when he
And
was,
then it turned
he
into
was
Greg.
backyard wrestling.
Well, I think so. I actually think the like she's a super sardonic like asshole-ish character, which more I think resonates with me. But
Yeah.
the storytelling reminds me a lot of Greg, and Dorothy is so. And I've been told this by many people, like even in college, that I am so Dorothy.
You are
You're
That,
the
like,
male
that
B.
it's
Arthur
not
for
even
sure.
that like you. Unfortunately, I have to choose one or the
Think
other.
about it,
So
it's
give me-
because
give
it's
me the
always
Dorothy.
because
What's
Ma's
Dorothy?
always dunking on Dorothy.
Okay.
Dorothy's always just there taking Ma's shit, so that makes sense in this relationship and this dynamic.
The dynamic is that Dorothy, obviously, aside from being like B. Arthur was amazing, but she was super tall and super mannish, and so they always made fun of her. Like Dorothy was like, so her mom would just constantly rip on her for being like ugly and no guy ever wanting her, and like how that she would constantly be trying to pawn her off to
Yeah.
every guy that walked through because she was like, "This is your last chance," and it was so fucked up. But also like, but B. Arthur played the role perfectly because she kind of got it as good as she could give it. And so she I don't know. It's hard to describe the dynamic. They just
Were they all
perfectly know
single?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all single. So
They
all
eventually
widowers.
pair up and do
So
stuff. Stanley wasn't.
Stanley Spornak is Dorothy's ex-husband
What a great name.
who is in the show like always, and he's a fucking complete asshole and like always looking to take advantage of people. Rose's husband dies. No,
No,
Charlie is Blanche's.
Charlie's
Rose's
Blanche's.
What's Rose is from what small town in Minnesota?
St. Olaf, Minnesota.
St. Olaf, Minnesota.
And then so they all get together in the house. Dorothy gets Sophia out of the home that she's living in. So that's a huge thing where like she was living in a home for a while, and that's always the joke of like you're gonna put me back in the home kind of thing. Dorothy is the beauty of Dorothy, and my favorite thing, and I didn't notice this until college. I used to watch the show with my friend Abby every night.
Golden Girls and Chill.
Yeah, Golden Girls and Show. Well, she was actually. I met Erin through Abby. We were like a group of friends, and we would hang out after class and watch like old TV shows. And I noticed this, and this is I think this is the best part about Golden Girls, although it's understated and only happens a few times an episode, is that everyone is always making fun of Dorothy. And it's a multi-camera live setup, so like they're not filming the same shots over and over again and then splicing them together. I'm sure they do, but it is like 3 cameras. So they always zoom in on Dorothy's face
Always.
when she's getting made fun of, and she's always just like looks like she's about to kill someone. And it happens every episode, and it is so good.
And but you have to realize like there was a part of like when people talk about B. Arthur, they were like she was she was difficult to work with in that she was kind of that character. And so when they would rip on her, you got like she was clearly playing the role, but there was there's always a part like right behind her eyes where she's like, I don't like this.
This
These
comes
guys are
from a
really
real
fucking
place.
with me. Yeah. But what I love about it, and what my wife loves about it, is that we all know that I'll probably die well before my wife, just because I'm Italian. We have poor genetics, and I live my life a quarter mile at a time. My wife hopes to one day live her golden years like that, where it's all it is just 4 friends living in a house. And then when they can't sleep, they go to the kitchen and eat cheesecake. And they wear those like moo like sleeping
Nightgowns,
gowns,
the giant like
nightgowns
unsexy nightgowns.
constantly. And they just party. And like,
Are they
what
color themed?
Miami?
Like, do
they're in
they
Miami,
always
Miami,
wear
yeah.
these colors?
Yeah, it's very pastel-y. It's the 80s, so
like
it's very
that.
pastel-y.
Very, very, what do we call it?
Shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
shoulder pad. Oh yeah,
Shoulder
B.
pads
Arthur
are
looked like a
huge.
fucking linebacker. Now the show ends and it turns into another show that only lasted a season called Golden Palace. Now the that's a different show with a different dynamic where some people leave or whatever. It really is only that Golden Girls setup from like, I think it's 84, 85 to 91.
Who goes with onto Golden Palace?
Give me the premise. What is Golden Palace?
Golden Palace is when I think it's, I want to say Dorothy
I thought Dorothy for sure.
buys a hotel. And so it takes place within this hotel.
Oh my God.
And
The
they
Sweet
tried to
Life.
like keep going. There is another spin-off of Golden Girls called Empty Nest.
Yes,
that was
that went
way
for a
that
while.
was way
Loved
more
Empty
popular.
Nest.
Empty Nest was about the neighbors of the Golden Girls.
What?
And a doctor. What the fuck was his
That's
name?
right.
Oh no, we were wrong.
What?
Elliot. Oh no, you already said the word. It's while Dorothy got married again. Blanche, Rose, and Sophia opened a hotel.
Sophia.
called
Okay,
the
right,
Golden
right.
Palace.
Right. So it was Betty White that was.
That was her vehicle.
Yeah, I think so Rubel Callahan left then. One of them left. One of them wasn't in it. Right?
Figure this out. Get in. Hey, you got your big phone.
Well, I mean,
Google it.
it's Betty White, it's Rue McCallaghan, it's Estelle Getty are the ones they're putting.
Oh,
up.
so Dorothy's the
Yeah,
one.
Dorothy's
Okay,
that's what I'm
I see, I
saying,
see.
sorry.
So anyway, yeah,
They were
Empty-
joined by Don Cheadle
Don Cheadle. That's right. He was.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he was on
Well,
it.
and look up
and
Empty-
Cheech Martin.
Yeah, and Cheech Martin was like the
That's
hotel,
right.
one of the guys that worked in a hotel. So Empty Nest was actually the great spinoff, though. Empty
Richard
Nest
Mulligan.
Nest
Is
was
that
great.
Richard Mulligan? Is that his name? No.
something like that.
Damn it.
I thought it was. I'm looking. I thought it is Richard Mulligan is his name.
Yeah, the doctor though is Dr.
Harry Weston.
Weston. So it's about Dr. Weston and his daughters that live in a house down the street from the Golden Girls.
Remember that guy?
And they were
Remember
like
this guy?
in the show together for a while, and then they went and did their own thing.
Yeah, this is Zuzu.
There you go.
Whatever, yeah.
It's very similar to how
It takes
it's
two.
very similar to how Perfect Stranger or Family Matters is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers. It's just one of these rare occurrences that happens, and they're like, I guess
Well,
we're
that
gonna
was
show
that was the thing
just gonna
back in the
keep
day.
going.
We have a successful series, and how do we spin it off? You think I mean Cheers to Frasier, stuff
Right.
like this, but yeah,
Right.
I was my family dynamic. Mom and dad, next door neighbors. They loved Betty and Bill and Betty. We go over to their house for
Bill
dinner.
and Betty Lassiter.
Yeah, exactly. We would sit there and we would watch Golden Girls, and then Empty Nest was a big part of it coming on next. But as a kid, I don't think I ever really put together that they were in the same cinematic universe that was happening.
It was the Golden Girls
It's
cinematic
very similar
universe.
to when Boy Meets World ended, and then they decided to pick it back up with Girl
Meets World. I think it's
Very
more similar to
that.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
There you go.
And then they left the hotel and went on a cruise.
And it was Zach and Cody
And
do cocaine on a
I
cruise.
don't remember what the name of that one was. Kev, do you remember?
I think I nailed it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
there it is.
That doesn't sound like what they were calling it. Yeah.
But here's the thing. But the thing is this, like knowing all of you, see, I want to say that, I don't want to say Tim is the Betty White character. I feel like I'm more the Betty White
It
character.
doesn't fit
because I'm-
perfectly
Yeah,
because
yeah,
neither
no
of
way.
you are really like.
Okay.
And Tim had a very good,
But I think
like,
it fits
a good
Tim.
run of promiscuity before he met.
I mean, it's so.
No. Tim's promiscuity before G or whatever was it was engineered by you, living vicariously through you. There is, out of anyone you
Should let
want
me put that dick
there's
cam
a
on you.
debate to be made. Oh, I'm not like this, I'm not like that. You are totally your character, all right? There's no getting away from this. You are your character.
I mean, it's a tough one because I think because like think about us. Tim's the only one that's like really like has a sweetness to him.
He does.
Right? Like
He's innocent, he's sweet.
Rose is like not a stupid woman. She's just like
Innocent.
They just innocent.
She is
innocent.
The pure
she is
one.
a pure one.
There you go.
Now, like, I think you're clearly blanching. And I don't think there's any.
No, I'm not fighting
I think
it.
the
I'm
only.
accepting it.
I
I'm
think
just
the
making
only.
sure we've got this.
The Sweet Life on Deck.
The
is
Sweet
the
Life
thing.
on Deck. Thank you, Kevin.
The only debate I think because Greg and I are intrinsically linked. So it's the Dorothy Ma scenario here, and I think you can go either way with it. But I think it's kind of like.
But again,
I don't really think you're like Dorothy though.
Do
I was
they all
going to
just
say,
call her
you
Ma?
are the male B. Arthur. Like, there's no, we're
Does
getting
she have a
around this.
name or is it just Ma?
Oh, it's Sophia.
No,
Sophia.
Sophia.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sophia's
okay.
her name. Yeah.
God, now I really want to watch a lot of Golden Girls.
Oh, dude, it's on.
You can. It's on every
Actually.
night for an hour.
Hallmark Channel nails it because they have the Golden Girls like 2 hours or 3 hours of Golden Girls. By the way, those 30-minute episodes. So you're like,
yeah.
you're getting a lot in that time, and then they move on to Frasier. And Frasier, another one of those classic shows where you're like, I'm gonna watch 2 hours of Frasier right now. And let me tell you, when you watch those old shows, you talk about formulaic. Frasier was a fucking like scientific mathematical.
We open in the coffee shop. Him and Niles are having something. Roz comes in.
Yeah, the dog does it like, and the dog like Eddie would do something
dog
funny.
does something.
at 5 minutes, and then again at 15 minutes, just to keep the show moving along. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, because now I went down a deep rabbit hole with Frasier for a while. I think I just marathoned the first season. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't need any more than this in my life. Like, I don't need any more. Plus, it's a little depressing when you start thinking about Frasier because he kind of like left his kid and like lives in Seattle. Doesn't really see his kid.
He had to do what he had to do. He got away from Lilith. I understand that.
Well, it wasn't that bad. And then she comes back. She's like, she's hot.
No, that was an angle. I remember when she came back.
I was reading about Frasier recently. I think I talked about this. I don't know the exact name of the type of acting, but apparently
Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport. Frasier, what's the guy's name?
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey
Kelsey
Grammer.
Grammer, yeah.
Apparently would not act with the other actors until they were ready to shoot. They would
No rehearsal.
rehearse out him, and then he would just come to the set and like that was how he did it.
It was great.
I was reading about that. What you saw apparently is him like the first time doing it with
That was
everyone.
really good.
Did you guys watch Ally McBeal? Is Ally McBeal in the Frasier universe?
No.
Okay.
That was on Fox. They were on NBC, I believe.
The Frasier
Was
universe
Ally
is the
McBeal
Cheers
good?
universe. Ally McBeal?
It's okay.
I liked it.
I'll tell you what was weird about
That
Ally
woman
McBeal.
kinda bothers me a
It was
little
the first time you ever saw girls and guys go into the same bathroom. And like, well, what happens when people are pooping in there? This doesn't hold up. This doesn't hold up. at all.
hold up.
Yeah, Ally McBeal's interesting. Felicity was another weird, interesting show
Oh,
from the late
Felicity,
90s.
was that the one that was in Frasier's universe? So what was in Frasier's universe? Spin City?
Cheers.
Okay, I'm just naming things. I don't know any of
Yeah.
this shit. But I saw a shirt that said "I survived season 3 of Ally McBeal," and I thought it was funny. I didn't get the reference, but I think it's a funny shirt.
Remember she was like on acid trips all the time, dancing baby. That was a big thing. The dancing
wait.
baby on Ally McBeal.
Felicity was Carrie Russell, right?
Yeah.
And then Ally McBeal was Harrison Ford's wife.
Yeah, Flockhart, Callisto
Felicity
Flockhart.
Flockhart. Yeah, I didn't watch.
Way to
either
not
shows.
understand women and only know them by who they're paired with.
Sorry,
Should have said Cat Grant.
Two nondescript white chicks.
You should have said Cat Grant from Supergirl. I choked on my hate for you.
Fair enough. I don't
So
watch
hateful.
Supergirl either. Another nondescript white girl.
Melissa Benoist, nondescript. Jimmy Olsen, black.
That I did not know.
You're missing
There
a
you
show
go.
over there.
Progressive.
I saw Girls for the first time this weekend.
Yeah.
How'd you think
I don't
about that?
recommend watching that show at all.
That show's pretty fucking terrible.
That show was pretty.
You're
damn
not a
bad.
girl, so you
But
don't get it.
Also,
I will
that
say,
Lena Dunham is like the most unlikable person. I just can't. I can't with Lena Dunham. Sorry.
the episode co-starred the dude from Rogue One, the TIE fighter pilot. From
Poe
Rogue One.
Dameron.
Not Poe Dameron.
From Rogue
Bodhi.
One.
Bodhi, I think his name was. Bodhi. Anyway, he was fucking awesome in the
Porkins.
episode. He was great.
The like Middle Eastern dude.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I watched,
Cool.
I think, 1.5 seasons of Girls. Because I forget, it came on HBO after
I was
something.
gonna say you watched
or
it.
after something. And finally, it was when I was with Christine. She made a great point when we stopped watching it, where she's just like, all of these people are horrible people.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm like, it's because it is that thing you're watching, like, I can't put my finger on why I don't like this show, but why they're all fucking awful.
A lot of nudity though in the one episode I watched, and I was like, you know what? I can get down with that. I support this.
Brian
Be
Williams'
careful,
daughter.
be
Then
careful
I
what you ask
watched
for.
Big Little Liars, Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
It's the new show on HBO. And I'm like, I'm intrigued
What's
after
that?
episode 1. It's like some weird murder mystery that takes place in Monterey.
Oh, is this the one who's...
Shailene Woodley's in it.
I don't know that.
I don't know how to say her
Tim
name.
Woodley.
Tim,
Shalane.
can you please watch?
She's from Divergent.
Fuck, what's the name of that show?
Shut your fucking face.
Thanks for the injection,
Yeah.
Kevin.
No,
thanks,
now I'm
Kevin.
forgetting the
Divorce.
goddamn-
Divorce.
Great.
With Sarah
No,
Jessica
the
Parker
other
as
one.
Sandman from Spider-Man 3.
Kevin
Thomas
Spacey.
Hayden Church.
Kevin Spacey.
House
Batman.
of Cards.
House of Cards. Can you watch House of
House
Cards?
Cards.
Making my way
House
through.
Cards.
You
is
haven't watched
amazing.
House
Get
Cards?
to it. Get watch House of Cards.
You've watched
Ballers.
You've watched 400 hours of The Bachelor and you haven't watched House of Cards yet?
Not 400 hours. Maybe 12.
House of
total.
Cards is they got to end it, but it's good. Yeah, Girls is just a bad show. Because I remember watching that a little bit with you when you were watching it. And I'm like, this show sucks. Apparently, Lena Dunham's HBO apparently optioned that show from Lena Dunham for like $50,000 or something with one page written, like with no script, no
She-
nothing.
Like, say what you will about her, and I haven't watched Girls, so I don't really know. I just kind of know of the vibe. That show resonated though, man. That show hit that generation right in the fucking face, and people love it. My wife got into it for a while, and I think she just kind of had a similar reaction to you, where she was like, you know what, I don't need this kind of vibe in my life. But I mean, Star Vehicle, man, that's where Adam Driver came from.
Yeah,
Now he's
it
fucking
was
Kylo
really
He was,
Ren.
like, he was horrible in that. And that's why when I see him in other stuff, I'm like, oh, you're awesome in this.
He was pretty cool in the episode I saw.
What are you watching current Girls or
I just watched
original?
it was the season premiere of the final season.
I gotcha.
I love him because he was in that really, really cool indie with Daniel Radcliffe. What If?
Oh, yeah.
And he was
that
the best
good.
friend, and he
That
played. He was
good.
awesome.
Yeah. No, he's been in a lot of good stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's one of the. I mean, again, it's one of those shows that clearly is not probably tailored. Girls is probably not tailored for the four of us.
Yeah.
I'm
If
just
they were
gonna
golden, maybe it would work
Hey,
Fucking A, dude.
bringing it back
That's what I'm saying.
around.
That's all I'm saying. When you talk about like universal appeal, I challenge you to watch 3 episodes of The Golden Girls and not fall in love with those women. They're fucking awesome. They're awesome.
And now there's that Golden Girl themed restaurant in New York we got to try. Can't wait. And they got action figures, which is also cool.